Welcome back to Texas Truck Channel. I'm Brian.
I'm Craig.
Oh, we've got something special here, Craig.
Yes.
Near and dear to our recent purchase hearts, this is the Trailhunter edition of the new Tacoma. I'm pretty excited about this because this one's actually kitted out. We've shown you the Trailhunter before at a couple different events. This one actually has all the accessories bolted to it, and that's what we're going to mostly focus on today. But let's start with the nose of this thing. So you get the bronze accents on the Trailhunter, which I think is just a great thing to do. Good color palette on this thing. If you come down, you've got the light bar. That's the TRD light bar, just like the, or very similar to the Sequoia TRD Pro that we've had recently. But this is the rigid fog lights that come with the Trailhunter, and they toggle between amber and white. That's really cool. I like that a lot. It gives you the choice. There's a push button in the interior to switch that around. Coming down the side, you've got the same headlight design as our Tacoma at home, but this one has something a little bit special, the iForce Max. You know what that means?
More power, baby.
Lots of power. It has 326 horsepower, and I think it's 463 torque. I'll correct that self down here, but that's a huge number. That's gonna be a segment leader, and I'll be honest with you, the twin turbo V6 Ranger, I'm curious how these two are gonna match up 0 to 60. It's gonna be close. So, coming on down, we have Goodyear Wrangler tires on this. These are the ATs, not the MTs, I'm sorry, these are the RTs, Territory RTs. They are 265/70 18s. I find it interesting that the Trailhunter has an 18 and the TRD Off-Road has a 17. I prefer the sidewall option, but it's good to know that you have choices. And again, you get the bronze, man. That just looks so good. Coming in here, the Trailhunter has its own upper control arm. It is, let's get some light here. All right, coming up top, you've got looks like this is a cast aluminum upper control arm, it appears. Maybe it's billet. Yeah, it might be billet, but it's anodized for sure. But this is different from the regular Tacoma. You also have a bump stop on that shock absorber. This is the Old Man Emu shock absorber that you get with the Trailhunter, which is really cool. That's a factory option. I love how Toyota is paired up with ARB and Old Man Emu for all these accessories. Now, coming on up. This fender flare is pre-production, so don't judge its finish. It's not textured yet. That's what that means, but it's okay. It shows you how much width you get and protection you get for rocks that splatter up and that kind of stuff. That's actually very helpful. Coming up top, a Trailhunter accessory, the high air intake. This is not a snorkel. Don't think it's that. They don't want you going this deep in water, but it has an air intake on the backside right here. So when you're in dusty, lead follow situations off-road, we've been through that, Craig. The dust is a problem. This allows you to get air on the back, so it's getting less of that sediment coming through. Now, down here below, the Trailhunter gives you bespoke badging, which looks really cool, and that's the brand for Trailhunter. You're gonna see that, I think, maybe on more than Tacoma. We're speculating here, but that might be a thing. Rock rails. These are great, and they are, let's look. Yep, they are frame mounted, not body mounted. So when you get this thing off road and you get the whole vehicle's weight supported on this, it's not gonna bash into the cab and damage the bodywork. If you bent this, you can unbolt it and put a new one on. That's awesome. I love factory rock rails. It's really good. Coming on back, oh baby, let's talk about ARB Town. Are you an Overlander if you can't do max tracks? I mean, come on. Can you even go on dirt without these?
No.
I don't think so.
I mean, these aren't orange. It's almost a problem.
Well, look, I think that's just to match this color of the truck, but this should be orange. Let's be honest. Okay, this is cool because they unscrew like this. I don't want to take it off. They'll probably yell at us over here, Toyota, but this unthreads and the whole thing bolts off. And these are a factory accessory option. Really cool about that. You also have your camp lights. What are these called, Craig? You remember?
Party lights, camp lights.
He told us last time we drove this, but basically these are meant for the campsite. They just light down. They don't shoot out, they shoot down. So you're at the campsite, you're able to see things around you. And if you camp at night, you know what that means. That's a big deal. Yeah, anyways, come on down. Let's check out before we get to the tent up top. Same wheel and tire back here, but the Trailhunter is one of the upper trims. So you get the coil rear suspension. You also get the better shocks than our TRD Off-Road. That's pretty cool. Obviously it has a locker, but the trick thing is there's a locker front and rear, which is really cool about these. All right, continuing to the rear, we have a push button here that will drop the tailgate. This truck is powered down because we're at the show, but unlike the Tundra, the Tacoma gets that on both sides. That's pretty cool. I think the Tundra will probably fall in line down the road for that. Let's just go top down. This one's spec'd out with an ARB Experience RTT, which is a rooftop tent. This is a clamshell one. It's not a soft one, so this is actually the more desired one. They're usually actually a little lighter than the soft ones too, and more aerodynamic. This whole thing will pop up, and you'll have a ladder off the side. You can just basically live in your truck or on your truck if you need to. Underneath, you've got room for gear. Again, I can't open this tailgate because it's an electric release, and it's not powered up right now. But you have the ARB cooler, and it's on a slide out and a hard mount in the bed into the composite channels. That's pretty awesome. This is a pack out. This is a giant Pelican pack out you would have for gear. Basically, this is an expensive tote, is what this is. But Overlanders, you gotta have it. Otherwise, you can't store your things. It does have this big support hoop in the middle. Goes around in this bed rack system. That's pretty cool. And you keep all of your standard rack systems like we have on our truck.
In all seriousness, though, that's nice because your gear doesn't slide all over the place and it's protected from, because you're still exposed to elements.
Well, and from elements, right? Yeah. It has the biggest deal is it has a big weather strip around it. It's just helpful to do that. Tailgate, dimensional letters with the blackout letters like ours has, but forget that. Here's where it counts. You hear that? ARB, and you have recovery points, these guys, and you also have your high lift jack point there on the sides. We don't have this on ours. It's not even available yet, but I'll tell you, if we have that truck long enough, I'll be hunting one of these down. This is a very, very good bumper. I hope they make something like this on the aftermarket for the front as well, because that's important. You just need to have that. So anyways, very happy with that. And you've got your tow point in the middle. Let's check out a few things on the interior. One more thing before I forget out, these side panels, these are like Molly style brackets on the edge. You can mount pack outs like this. Like if you're a YouTuber and you need your camera gear, you could put it in this Pelican style case. That'd be pretty cool if you were doing off-road adventures, filming something, that'd be really neat. Or tool kits, med kits, whatever you need, you can put it right there.
Or a shovel or a high lift jack.
You need a high lift jack because there's a little high lift point on this thing. Very cool with that. Let's check out a couple things inside before we wrap this up. Coming on into the inside, we've got a special color palette for the Trailhunter. You've got this kind of outdoorsy colored piping with also stitching going on it. You also have standard leather interior, and this thing has all the goods I care about with off-roading. Just like ours at home, it has a push to twist, 2 high, 4 low. It also has your tow haul, drive modes, multi-train select, and crawl control. And this swivel on the outside will change it in the dash. We're not powered up, we can't show it to you, but it does do that. Most importantly, you do have a rear locker and a standard disconnecting stabilizer bar. The trick about this though, Craig, is if you don't care about all the accessory gear, you can get a TRD off-road like ours and spec that as an option. So, considerable if you want to keep it more budget friendly. This thing is expected to be over and around $60,000, give or take. This one has a sunroof, which I can tell you right now makes it hard for me to fit in it, but we can report without it, we fit no problem. All that wrapped up, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let us know below. Oh wait, one more thing, I've got a question for the audience. Does anybody know what this is? This is a cap that comes off, and it has what looks to be Braille on it, and on the back has a QR code that just takes you to the Toyota accessories site. I bet there's a speaker or something that goes in there. That's pretty neat. Thanks for watching.